fucking rich and hot. I'm so fucking rich and really hot. I'm so fucking rich and hot. I'm so fucking rich and really.
Hello, everybody, and happy horny Friday. Welcome to Hot and Rich, my friends, a show about celebrities. It's Friday, October the 16th.
Oh!
I know, right? Freaking spooky. So freaking spooky. Friday the 16th? That's 3 more days. That's 3 more days. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm your host, Cait. Did I say that?
I don't remember.
That guy is Jack.
Hey, it's me, Jack.
The guy
What's up?
I married him.
What a mistake.
What a mistake.
What a huge mistake.
Well, I stand by it. For now.
I don't stand by it for you. I stand by that I did it.
You what?
But
you
for
wish
you, I'm like, I don't know if it was a good idea for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was a good idea.
Yeah, well,
But
it's your opinions that matters most.
like some other guy's gonna run my Twitch show? Come on.
I guess that's true.
You're the only guy I could rope into doing this. /podcast. It's mostly a podcast. I say this is like a Twitch style podcast.
It's a Twitch style
This
podcast.
is a podcast. First and foremost, we are a podcast. Oh, there you go. My light wasn't all the way up.
Oh, mio, mom.
Oh, yeah. Now I look better. See, this is my light. This is the light that looks the best. The brightest possible light. There we go. Happy Horny Friday, everybody. Cheers to you all. I can't actually cheers today because I'm drinking water because I have to drive after the show. I have to run a quick errand. I'm filling out postcards for some of our local political races here in LA, and I've got to go drop off my finished postcards because I filled out like 100 of them.
Very big, development in the local race today.
I know. Well, we don't need to get into it. This isn't not a podcast about local politics, but if you do live in LA, in City District 4, vote for Nithya Rahman for City Council. And if you live in City District 64, I don't know, what is it, CD? Is that City District? I have no idea.
I think it's compact disc.
If you live in CD 64, vote for Fatima for State Assembly. That's what Hot and Rich endorses, those local races. And that's all I'll say. Anyway, how are you, Jack? What's up? It's hot in LA. It's like it's fucking hot.
You know, it's hot.
I'm sweaty.
It's rich.
It's rich. It's hot. Jesus Christ. It's fucking hot. Like, hello, it's fall. It's hyper fall. It's hyper deep fall. And it's, 90 degrees out?
It's hyper hot fall.
It's too hot. I'm not into it.
Hyper hot fall.
I'm so not into it. It's way too hot. I'm not digging it. I'm sweaty. I'm fucking sweaty. I'm sweaty. I'm not even having a cocktail. My classic Friday cocktail is not even happening. And I'm just hot. I'm hot and bothered. And you know what? I didn't make this a topic for today, but I do have a big item on my to-do list for the weekend. And that is apparently Max Eric, our king, our paparazzi calling.
He's the guy who was
Crying
sad?
on the Beach King.
Yeah.
Apparently he released like a track. Like a music track.
Oh, wow.
So I got to listen to that this weekend.
That's huge.
Truly a king. That is king level. Like, we need that in the celebrity news cycle. We need like the classic final step of like fame whorishness. And I say that in a good way. I don't find fame whore to be an insult. I find it to be a compliment. I call myself a fame whore, and I am one. Anyway, that's like the peak level, though, is like when you're in the news cycle, you got to release a track. Even if you're not a musician, especially if you're not a musician, drop the single. Make some money off of being in the headlines. Come on, drop the single. Drop the single.
Drop the single.
What is the
already.
song called? What's the song called? Does anybody
single?
know? Max Eric song. It's called What? It's called Afraid. Oh no, this song is called Afraid. He's afraid. He's afraid. Oh my God. I'm so excited to listen to this song. I'm sorry that I didn't do it before the show. I ran out of time, but I was filling out a lot of postcards. Get out the vote, everybody. I was doing my civic duty, being a good little volunteer, and I'm deeply sorry for that. I should have been spending that time listening to Afraid by Max Eric on repeat. Honestly, I should have. I'm thinking about adding in a call-in element to this show.
Wow.
At the end, maybe if you have any thoughts about any of the topics, you call in.
Wow.
But who knows? Maybe no one wants to call in.
You could talk to Cait?
But I might open the phones, okay? So if you're all good in the chat, and you little podcast listeners, if you want to call in, jump into this Twitch stream. We'll get some calls going at the end of the show. So, well, let's just get into it. This is Hot Seconds, baby. It's back. Hot sex if you're horny.
You don't say if you're nasty anymore because
No,
you saw that conservative lady say it?
I don't say if you're nasty.
If you don't ever say if you're nasty because you saw that lady, the cute conservative.
If you're horny is what I say.
If you're nasty.
Oh, God. I lost my center part for my hair. Is that it? I can't find it. Okay. This is Hot Seconds. This is the part of the show where we do a topic, but just for a handshake.
Just for a hot sex. That's all.
Sex, everybody. Have it.
Whatever you say, lady.
Okay. Or don't if you don't want to. All right. First hot second. Miley Cyrus's dog got electrocuted on the set of The Voice. Don't bring your dog to The Voice. It's going to get electrocuted, folks. Can you believe this, Jack?
I cannot believe
Miley's puppy.
that she went ahead and got her puppy electrocuted at The Voice.
I mean, don't say it like that. She didn't get her puppy electrocuted.
Oh, boy. It got electrocuted at The Voice.
Yeah, don't put the blame
on Miley.
Don't put the sentence
But
structural
you just
blame
said,
on Miley.
You just said, don't bring your dog.
Oh yeah, I did it first, huh?
So
well, no, I was
who's
saying
the
that.
big
No,
problematic
Jack. I was
Now
saying
who's
that.
problematic?
No. Shut the fuck up, you fucking asshole.
Now who's problematic?
I was saying don't bring your dog to The Voice in the future for like as a PSA.
Oh, other people shouldn't.
Yeah,
do it.
Miley didn't know her dog. You know, usually you bring your dog to these singing competition reality shows and they're fine.
They don't get electrocuted.
Usually, like, you know, you bring your dog to American Idol.
The Voice has got a lot of problems. Jay Leno made the racist joke.
I know.
And now they've electrocuted a dog.
No, you're going to have to bring your dog to American Idol, X Factor, America's Got Talent. Those are all fine. But if you bring it to The Voice, that's my impression of a dog getting electrocuted. God, did Jay Leno do it? Because Jay Leno did a racist joke about dogs.
It's true.
Maybe should we look into Jay Leno? Maybe Simon Cowell did it. No, I think the dog just like chewed on some wires. But like, who's watching the dog? I need someone to be watching the dog.
Not acceptable.
It's like, don't let the dog run around and chew on wires. Okay, I don't blame Miley. I blame her team. Okay, because Miley's got a whole team. Why wasn't one of the assistants handling the dog? I hope that assistant is fired and loses their health insurance. I'm just kidding, obviously.
What?
I'm kidding.
Hey.
Obviously.
How dare you say something like that?
Oh, my God. I was joking.
How dare you say something like that?
Oh, my God. I was joking.
So mean and nasty.
You know what? I hope Jay Leno is fired from doing anything. He made me say that joke. That was me doing an impression of a Jay Leno joke. Yeah. The assistant probably didn't have health insurance to begin with. Okay, that's the punt. That's the real joke.
That's the real.
Is
damn
that
joke.
Hollywood assistants often don't, guys?
The joke's
I
on
didn't
you.
have my last assistant gig. You think I got health insurance from that shit? No.
The joke's on you.
When I was an assistant to someone who was barely famous. You think I got health insurance? No, honey. I didn't get health care. Anyway. Our next hot second. DWade saw someone get engaged. Did you ever see someone get engaged? It's like one of the best things. I mean, I haven't experienced it, but I hope to one day see someone get engaged. Look at this. He's walking on the beach in Montecito, where all the famous people are in Montecito right now. Hanging out with, like, they all want to, famous people are all in Montecito right now, and they're all hanging out with Meghan Markle and Oprah. That's the place to be. If you're famous and you're not in Montecito, I'm going to need you to go ahead and go to Montecito, okay? Anyway, DWade is in Montecito, and he's walking along the beach with a friend, and boom, woman's getting proposed to, and he photobombed the proposal. And he's touching his hand to his chest, and he's like,
wow.
He's like,
He's like, wowie zowie.
He's all of us, LOL. You know how people say that?
We are
oh my
all
God.
DWade
Wade
right
is
now.
all of us. You know how people say that? OMG, DWade is all of us.
People
in
do
this
say
moment. In this moment, DWade photobombing a proposal is all of us.
It's all of us.
I mean, DWade, like, Dwayne and Gabrielle Union, like, perfect celebrities, like, glowing, literally, like, no one is, there's not a bad word you could say about either of them. Truly, like, they've got it made. They found true love. They have great kids. They're supportive parents. They go to the beach, and this is what happens when you're, like, when you are good and famous and hot and rich in the way that DWade is, magical things just follow you. That's why he saw a proposal. It's because he's DWade, a blessed man. Right?
That's right.
I mean,
that's absolutely right.
Seems like he lives a charmed life. He's a nice guy. He's supportive of his kids. It's all good. It's good to be DWade. I just want to be DWade. Sounds like a nice life. Okay. Really, I just want to see someone get engaged because I feel like that's fun, right? Have you ever witnessed a proposal, like, in the wild, Jack?
No.
Really? No? You've never seen someone get engaged?
I don't think so.
Neither
Sorry.
have I. I've always wanted to. I want to see, like, a flash mob and proposal. That's, like, my dream.
I think that would make me feel extremely uncomfortable.
To be, like, witness to
if I
flash
saw
mob proposal?
a flash mob proposal happening, I'd be like, I got to get out of here.
Oh, I saw the best video on Instagram. It was, like, this couple getting married in the perfect, listen, it's a COVID wedding, so, like, whatever. Do with that info what you will. But I saw this viral, like, TikTok of this couple getting married in the perfect fall setting. Like, all the tree, they were, like, in the woods, and the trees were all, like, perfectly, beautifully fall. And then the groom, like, turns to the other groom, is a gay couple, and starts doing the dance to Stupid Love. Or was it Rain on Me? No, it was Stupid Love. It was definitely Stupid Love. He does the exact choreography to Stupid Love, and then everyone else at the wedding, like, joins in, and they all do a flash mob. They surprise the groom with the flash mob of Stupid Love, and I'm like, I feel like this video was made just for me. Fall plus flash mob Stupid Love, so good. I'm not going to play you guys the video. You're going to have to just find it. You're going to have to find it. I know that, like, most people would consider that annoying, but it touched me. I enjoyed it. I liked it very much. Okay. Next hot second, John Cena got married. I mean, who cares, I guess. Do we care about this?
Listen, I care. I like some wrestlers, but man, John Cena is boring as shit.
I find him so boring too. What is it about him that's so boring? Is it problematic to say he's deeply boring?
I don't think so. I can't figure out any problematic math there.
He's, like, boring. Like, I think they want him to be like The Rock. They put him in movies and stuff. I'm like, whatever. I'm not really that into it. Cait in the chat says he's like Homelander from The Boys. Is he like Marvel? Is he Marvelified yet? Has he been in like
I don't think so. I think they're just trying to make him into like a comedy action hero.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need it. I don't need it.
It's like a comedy guy.
I'd rather, if I'm gonna watch like a beefy guy in a comedy, like I'll watch Vin Diesel. You know what I mean? I'll watch The Rock. We already have The Rock. We already have a wrestler guy.
I think that's what they want with Cena.
They want him
They're
to be like
damn,
white,
he could
white,
be like next,
like
the White Rock.
White The Rock.
The White Rock? Couldn't you even imagine the White Rock?
I'm not into it. I don't need it. That's what I call cocaine.
They're like, this guy could be like the Rock, but white. Huge.
Don't do drugs, stay in school. Okay. Ben Affleck. Do some drugs.
Definitely don't stay in school.
Don't stay in school. You're right.
In college.
Drop out of college for sure. Definitely drop out of college. Definitely do a little bit of drugs. Do a little bit of drugs. Okay.
Maybe more.
No, just what is it? What do they say? Moderation.
Yeah.
They say just the word moderation.
They say moderation sometimes.
What do they say?
They say mods.
The devil's in the details.
They say moderation is what you need to make a good, forum.
Hey, we got a Ben Affleck on an Armas update. He wore a shirt, a Cuban shirt that said "Hacer ya, gracias" on the front, which is like, mean? It's not there's no direct translation, but it's just like a Cuban way to be like sup, I think. But technically it means like, we're already buddies, thanks, or something like that. I don't know. Hard to say. Anyway, he smiled at her. Cuban shirt. Famously, we all know Ben Affleck, fluent in Spanish, has a thick Oaxacan accent when he speaks. Okay. This is a hot second that is musical theater themed. Okay. So they announced like the 2020 Tony Awards, which are like kind of a joke because they didn't really like get to do any shows this year. It's from just like January through March were the only shows eligible for the 2020 Tonys. But guess who's, I could be wrong about the dates. Maybe it was longer, but guess what? There's only one nominee for Best Actor in a musical.
Oh, really?
It's just one guy.
Him?
So we already know who
he's going to
won.
win then.
Aaron Tveit.
Aaron Tveit?
Tveit. Tveit.
Tveit?
Aaron, maybe the T is silent. Aaron Tveit. Tveit. Either way, he's the only one who won or who got nominated. So if he loses, that's embarrassing because he's the only nominee. Tveit. Lord Gugu would know. Lord Gugu in the chat. Tveit. Okay. Aaron Tveit. He's the only person nominated. He was in Moulin Rouge, the musical. There you go. Hope he wins.
Hey, I think he's gonna.
And now
I'm gonna make a run at it. Just because there's another nominee.
Are you gonna put money on it?
No, I'm gonna make a run. I'm gonna try to make a last minute run to see if I can get in the Best Actor category.
Oh, you're gonna go do a musical.
I'm gonna see if I can't jump in there.
What's your musical?
It's a good year.
Are you doing like a one-man show?
Just kind of wing it. I'll figure it out.
Sing
like
me
improv.
Sing me a little bit from it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. That's
Really?
not the route we're gonna go with this particular bit.
Okay.
Not doing it.
You're no fucking fun, dude.
I don't want to sing part of it.
So, Blair in the chat said he was on Gossip Girl. I've no fucking clue.
Hey, good for him.
Probably. Gossip Girl's one of those shows that would have musical theater stars in it because it taped in New York. Okay. Jack, let's do something that we do every day, but this time, let's really do it. Are Zach Braff and Florence Pugh still together? Yes. Yes, they are, and they're so in love. Oh, yeah, I'm just making up a song about true love. The truest love you've ever seen. Florence Pugh and Zachy B. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nominate me for musical, bitch.
you want to take a break?
Bitch. No, we're not going to take a break. We'll keep
Wow.
going. All right. Let's go to the main topics, okay? These are the meaty boys that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to get into it, okay? We're going to talk Armie Hammer. We're going to talk Emily in Paris's dad. We're going to talk Dax Shepard.
Wait, Emily in Paris is going to be a part of this?
Emily in Paris's dad. So, Phil Collins.
Oh, okay.
I call him Emily in Paris's dad.
Gotcha.
Anyway, let's first, before we get into any of that, bitch, I was fucking right when I said that Juicy Couture sweatsuits were coming back in style. Yes, 2020 is 2002's sister year. That's right. Fucking Timmy Chalamet wore a pink Juicy jacket in a GQ interview, honey. And I was correct about this coming back in style. Because look at Timmy. Look at Tim. Look at little Timmy in his Juicy velour hoodie. Pink. Baby pink. It's back in style. I called it. I invented Juicy jackets. And literally 2002 is 2020's sister year. Okay?
Timothée Chalamet. That's what it is?
No.
Timothée?
No, Jack. It's Timothée.
Timothée.
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Timothée.
Timothée.
Yeah, Timothée. Timothée. What is that?
Sorry, that was an accident.
Stop doing that. If you don't mind.
That was an accident.
Did they hear that?
Nope.
All right. Well, now I just sound crazy.
Yeah, you do. And you look crazy, too.
My God.
It was a gaslighting attempt.
We're kind of rude to each other today.
It was a gaslighting attempt on my behalf.
Are we like in a divorce or something?
Yeah, it kind of seems like it, doesn't it?
Can we not?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's not.
Let's not.
Let's not. And say we did.
Okay. Attitude.
Let's not and say we did.
Okay, and Timothée, if you're horny.
If you're I mean horny.
Horny. Timothée isn't the only one sporting the velour look. Fucking Kim Kardashian, who definitely listens to my podcast, is now launching a velour tracksuit line through her company Skims. And she literally did a photo shoot with Paris fucking Hilton, the queen of the Juicy jacket pant combo. She did a photo shoot holding these giant 2002 looking Louis Vuitton bags. This shit, I need a cut of this at this point because I predicted this. I think that Kim and Kanye...
Kim is stealing from you. Kanye stealing from Bugman.
I really think that Kim and Kanye like are in the extended like universe of like all of our podcasts and Twitch streams. They're watching us. Because she literally stole my thing. I ordered a Juicy jacket and pants off of Poshmark and eBay
Thank you, Frumpy Andy.
earlier this year. And I said, they're coming back in style. Watch out, bitches. And then Kim literally does this shit. I mean, come on. What the fuck? What the fuck? Give me a cut. I need a cut. So yeah, I was right. Do you want to congratulate me? Or I feel like you're not really like
Congrats.
that happy for me. Even
Hey, I
though
just
like
wanted to
I'm
say-
literally an arbiter of culture and taste.
I'm trying to say congrats.
I feel like you don't mean it. You're just saying it because I asked you to congratulate me. I
Well,
feel like no one in
what
the
hell do you
chat
want
is
then?
congratulating me either. Like I literally invented fashion. I invented fashion trend and no one is celebrating me right now. Fine, I'll celebrate myself. For she's a jolly good feller. Wait,
Feller? Fellow.
what do you say when it's a girl? I'm not
Fellow. You still say fella.
a fella.
For she's a jolly good.
For she's a jolly good.
I don't think there is a
girls don't
woman
get a
version.
song, huh?
Jolly old fellow
Fellerina.
for women.
For she's a
What?
jolly good fellerina. For she's a jolly good fellerina.
That's right.
For she's a jolly good fellerina.
That's right.
She invented style and fashion. And 2020 is 2002 sister year. Wow, this is really huge for me. This is a big day for me. I'm thrilled for myself. Thrilled for myself. Okay. Our next topic, let's get into it. I don't know why I'm fascinated with this. And by this, I mean Armie Hammer and Elizabeth Chambers' divorce. Maybe because they were always very like mismatched. It seemed like they were very mismatched. Like he's like a weird kind of, I don't want to say bad boy, but like oddball. Like a
weird
strange man. And she's very much like, I'm happy, perfect Instagram mom. And they always felt like just slightly incongruous. They're both insanely hot and insanely rich. That's why we're talking about them on Hot and Rich. But I have been like following them both very closely on social media. He's been in LA since they split up in July. And she is in the Cayman Islands, which is actually where Armie Hammer grew up. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Armie Hammer grew up in the Cayman Islands, which is like some weird rich people shit to be like a white heir to $1 billion fortune growing up in the Cayman Islands. That's some weird shit. Is that weird?
A little weird.
I don't know. Maybe it's not that weird. I'm not trying to be rude to people who grow up in the Cayman Islands. It just, when you're Armie Hammer, that's like very specific. You're just like, oh, okay, that's very specific. Anyway, he grew up in the Cayman Islands, which is like where rich people like put their tax money, like money so that it doesn't get taxed or something. There's some thing with rich people in the Cayman Islands. They like put their money there, right?
I think so, yeah.
What's that thing?
It's a tax shelter.
Tax shelter.
Yeah.
Anyway, he grew up in a tax shelter. He grew or island, type of island. And they started their quarantine there because they were supposed to go on a vacation there anyway. And I guess they have a house there. And quarantine hit, COVID hit. And obviously, like, they stayed, and it broke their marriage being in the Cayman Islands. And she just never left. Like, she's still there. Her kids are going to school in the Caymans. Like, she's been posting these Instagrams of, like, her little life in the Cayman Islands. And, like, meanwhile, he's trying to get back to life in LA. The whole thing is just odd. Anyway, he's now, like, filing for joint custody and has legally requested that Elizabeth get the fuck back to America. He's like, legally, I ask you to stop being in the Cayman Islands. And she's like, doesn't want to, because she's like, I mean, would anybody want to?
Weird.
I'd love to be quarantining in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
I bet it's dope when you're rich and like newly single and like quarantining on an island, like, and you're rich. Like, I said that already, but it seems like it must be nice. It must be nice, Liz. Anyway, that's the update. He's filed for joint custody. There is no fall in the Cayman Islands, but there's also no fall really in LA. You have to make your own fall here. Cait in the chat said, should I move to Key West and quarantine there? Absolutely. Although Florida has very high COVID numbers, so as far as like places to specifically quarantine, might be a little stressful. But if you don't mind that, then yeah, quarantine on an island. Why the fuck not? All right. Let's talk about Emily in Paris's dad. Okay. Should we talk about Emily in Paris's dad?
Yeah, Emily in Paris's famous dad.
We call him Phil Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Some call him Phil Collins. But I call him Emily in Paris's dad because the star of Emily in Paris, Lily Collins, is his daughter. So Emily in Paris's dad is like, this is like so complicated. There's like some serious drama going on with Emily in Paris's dad. And like, I really like am confused. So he married this woman named Orianne Sevi back in 2006. And I guess they divorced a couple years later or something. I don't know. They used to be married, then they got divorced, then they got back together in 2016. So they're kind of like a, you know, on and off couple, I guess. Anyway, they got back, and now they just broke up in July, and Phil Collins found out that she had secretly gotten married to some guy when she was like on vacation in Vegas. So she got like a quickie Vegas marriage right after they broke up. But then she went back to their house, their $40 million house in Florida. And now she won't leave the house, and he's suing to evict her.
God.
There's drama going on. Anyway, I'm Team Orianne Because I don't like anyone to get evicted during a pandemic. Even if you're married, even if you're the ex-wife / current / ex-girlfriend of Emily in Paris's dad. Don't evict Orianne. Let her. It's a $40 million mansion. There's enough room for 2 exes. I think exes should. Yeah, you don't have to. What? What's my take?
What's the
Team
take,
No One kind
Cait?
of. Team No One kind of, but kind of Team Orianne. But also, Emily in Paris is a great TV show that I did watch every episode of. And when I say great, I mean terrible. I guess I can't be Team Phil Collins. So I'm Team Orianne, I guess. It's pretty cool to go get secretly married to someone else in Vegas. She told him she was going on a business trip, and then she like got married to someone else. That's kind of fun. That's kind of like, woo, you're wild. I like that. I hope she stays in the $40 million house. Okay. Now our final topic for the day. I don't know why. I don't want to be rude about, okay, I know I'm always rude all the time and I'm a bad person, but sobriety is a touchy subject and I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody going through sobriety or Dax Shepard, but we have to talk about this Kristen Bell interview on Ellen because like something about it feels so off. Mm-hmm. Like, you think they're Scientologists, Jack?
I have long suspected, and with no evidence, that they give me a Scientology. They just give me a Scientology-ish vibe.
Yeah.
They give me a very Scientology vibe.
I guess like that is the vibe I get from this interview. There's something so odd about the kind of like overly cutesy way she's talking about his like very serious recent like sobriety relapse where he was like taking, you know, painkillers and, you know, opened up about it on his podcast in a very serious way. And then she goes on Ellen and she's very like, whoopsie, like he made a boo-boo. And like, you know, let's play the clip, but just like the vibe is something ain't right. The vibe is weird. Let's watch this clip. She literally says
so
whoopsie.
Honest, and Dax was recently honest about that he strayed from sobriety.
Whoopsies.
Yes, and because he was sober for how many years?
16.
Wow, that's and how's he doing now?
He is actually doing really great. I mean, look, you know, everybody's up against their own demons. Sometimes it's anxiety and depression. Sometimes it's substance abuse. And the thing I love most about Dax is A, that he was able to tell me and tell us and say, we need a different plan, right? Like we have a plan. If he has to take medication for any reason, I have to administer it. But he was like, so we need a stronger plan. I was faltering and I have to do some sort of emotional work to figure out why I wanted to use again. And one of the main reasons I love him is that he's also addicted to growth. He's addicted to evolving, and he was like,
is so Scientology.
Don't want to risk this family, and I did. So let's put, you know, new things in place to make sure it doesn't happen again. And he's, you know, we're going back to therapy, and I love that he's addicted to growth, and I will continue to stand by him because he's very, very worth it.
Okay, so she's repeated it several times, this addicted to growth thing. Which, like, I guess is not a bad thing to be addicted to growth, I guess. Like, we should always be
Scientology is very anti-therapy, so him being in therapy does make me think he's not Scientology.
Yeah, like, I don't...
But it does seem like they might be in some kind of weirdo actor
right?
thing.
Like, what?
Some actor thing.
What is it? Like,
some Nixium.
What is it? Like, I want to know what it is. Like, what is it? The vibe is weird though, right? Am I wrong? I listen, I have nothing bad to say about people who you can share your sobriety story however you want and
Whoopsie.
like work through it however you need to. But it's and I don't even mind how he publicly talks about his own sobriety. It's how his wife talks about it as like a fun like talking point on Ellen. It's like odd. Although Ellen is kind of where people go to like do whatever PR they need to do. Ellen will do whatever you want. But God, it's weird, right? It's weird. She's being so cutesy. She's like, she literally taps her nose with a pen and says, she goes like this. I'll reenact it. Ask me about Dax Shepard's sobriety, Jack.
How's Dax's sobriety doing?
Whoopsie.
It's a little weird.
It's a little too cutesy. I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking and
Whoopsie.
maybe I'm being an asshole. I mean, I am rude. I'm very rude. I'm a rude little demon. I'm a rude little demon. But something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay, we've opened up the phones. If you have any thoughts on Max Eric, on Dax Shepard, on Emily in Paris's dad, on Armie Hammer, or on Juicy Couture sweats, or any of the things I've talked about, call in to 877-522-5261. That's our show number here on Hot and Rich. The phone,
It'll say Jack AM when you call in.
the phone lines are open. 877-522-5261. You can also, if you have thoughts on dogs getting electrocuted on The Voice, or DWade seeing someone get engaged, or
Call in
Ben
about all
Affleck's
that crap.
Cuban shirt. John Cena, do you have thoughts on John Cena? I mean, you probably don't. But
You know,
I mean,
who would?
always evergreen topic on the show is Zach Braff and Florence Pugh. You can always talk about them.
Oh,
We're getting
boy.
A call. Oh, we're getting a call.
We are getting a call. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. Hold on 1 second here.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Hey, caller, you're on the air. Welcome to Hot and Rich. Who am I talking to?
I'm so happy to be here.
Santi?
Shanti.
Hi, Shanti.
We've talked on Instagram. I'm Shanti the Peace Cat.
Oh, my God. Shanti the Peace Cat. So great to finally hear your voice.
Hi, it's so nice to talk to you too. Big fan.
So, thank you. So what's up? What's going on? You have any thoughts on any of this shit?
Well, do you want to talk about Emily in Paris?
Yeah, we can talk about Emily in Paris.
I feel like everybody that I know, I made an Instagram post about, like, am I still actually watching Emily in Paris? And everybody I know is also watching it and, like, hating it, but watching it and finishing it.
That's the genius of the show. It's literally...
Did you share your theory about the show on this show? Or was that only on Jack AM?
Okay, my theory... Okay, I don't know if you heard this, Shanti, but my theory about Emily in Paris is that the whole point of the show is to hate it. It's like watching a TV show version of hate following an influencer that you absolutely hate on Instagram. Like, she has no personality. She sucks, but she has a way better life than you, and she's hotter and richer than you'll ever be. That's the point of the show. It's a hate watch. It's an intentionally hate watching show.
Yeah, everybody that she met, like, wanted to bang her on that show. Like,
Yeah.
It was like, "Ooh, you're so sexy."
Like, it's fun. It's fun to watch hot people, like, bang each other on TV. That's what I like.
So whose idea was that, to, like, come up with a show to be like, okay, I've got this idea?
I mean, I don't
But actually,
know
like,
if
hate
I don't
her.
even know if they know that it's so hateable, but it was created by Darren Star, who was one of the guys who created Sex and the City, or the guy who created Sex and the City. So he's clearly good at making TV shows. Like, maybe he knows what he's doing and made it an intentional hate watch.
I've been watching Sex and the City over and over again since I was babysitting and found the VHS tapes of the place that I was babysitting at, and I've been watching Sex and the City pretty much ever since. Do you think that Emily in Paris is going to have this longevity?
No, because nothing like TV doesn't exist anymore in the way that it did when Sex and the City was on the air. You know what I mean? Like, Sex and the City was like, there were so much fewer TV shows back then. It was actually like the first show that like made HBO. Like, it came on before The Sopranos even.
Right.
And it was like the first prestige cable kind of, like, you know, not drama, but like comedy, really. It It was like kind of one of the first prestige cable comedies.
So you don't think that there's going to be a movie of Emily in Paris
we're not
in
going to
Dubai?
see. We're not going to see a Dubai version of the Emily in Paris. Although I do think we'll probably get a few seasons, but they don't like. I don't know if it'll be like 6 seasons and like 2 movies. But it's definitely going to get renewed.
I don't think I'm in for season 2. I will finish. I've got two episodes left of season 1. I don't think I'm in for 2.
You're out?
I'm out.
I'm calling bullshit on that. You're going to get sucked back in, babe. If I know you like I know you, and listen, we've DM'd on Instagram, okay? I know you. If you send me a DM, we're fucking friends, okay? You're going to get sucked back in. I'm calling it.
All right. Yeah, you're probably right. You know me better than I know myself. So.
I know you, babe. I know you. Yeah. Okay, thanks for calling in, Shanti. It was so good to hear from you.
My boyfriend Sputnik says hi.
Oh, hey, Sputnik.
Sputnik, what's going on?
What's up? Love to you both. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for being the first caller ever.
Thank you so much.
Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you guys, too.
Bye.
Bye.
Great call. That was a great call, Jack.
Yeah, this is great. I think you should do calls.
Yeah, I think we'll do calls. Maybe Fridays.
Honestly,
do calls.
even if you just sit for 10 minutes and just chill, that's fine too. You know what I mean?
Okay, everybody, that's it for today's show. Thank you so much for watching Hot and Rich. Thank you to Shanti for calling in. If you missed the chance to call in and you want to call into this show, go ahead and tune in live on Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific time on twitch.tv/hotandrich, and we'll give you the chance to call in next week. We'll try this again next Friday. If you like the show, please subscribe on Twitch or Venmo me at Cait-Raft. Cait is spelled C-A-I-T. Raft is spelled like, like you float on a flotation device, like a raft. That's my last name. Anyway, yeah. Have fun. Subscribe on YouTube. Have a great weekend. Thank you to Hog Trucker and Kate Shapiro for the theme song. Thank you to Jack for producing. Until next time, stay hot and stay rich.